once again, I decided to do a different setup. And I don't know why this is blinking. Why are you blinking? For crying out loud. Why are you blinking? Let's see. We'll check it out. Audio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Check. Mic check. Mic check. Oh, barely a mic check. Okay. Did I just blow your ears out? Let's see. Maybe it's because I was muted, you guys. Okay. Can you hear me? Hi, sailboat. Good. You need to be my sound guy right now. Can you hear me now? Right now, I'm coming through my laptop mic, which is what I don't want to do, but I just want to know if you could hear me at all. Okay, cool. Now, since I didn't realize I was muted, I'm going to go back to settings. I'm going to put my other mic, because the reason why I want to come out of this mic is because I was going to do like some ASMR stuff and I wanted it to be good quality. So let me see if this works again. See, I tried it before I came on. It worked just fine before. You hit the live button and then it all goes to hell. Hold on. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Be honest. I'll wait. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Oh, for real? Okay, so it's working. Okay, now we're gonna get real technical, sailboat. I think you know, everybody that knows me knows that I do not ever want to be that guy that sounds like a distorted mess in the microphone and is like really loud. What I want is just like a nice isolated sound of my voice because I have the mic pointing towards stuff over here that's going to make nice sounds into your ears. So, can you tell me if I have the gain on too? Is it too loud? That's what I want to know now. Is it too loud? Hi, Tracy. I'd happily take your input as well if you want to tell me if it's too loud, too quiet, or just right. I'm still working on, just getting that sound right. It's too low. Oh, okay. It's too low. Hmm. How about like this? Is it still too low? For sailboat, is it still too low? Tracy's digging it, but I want to know. I'll turn the gain up a little bit. How about like this? Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? If at any time it gets too low, you tell me, okay? Because I'm going to turn the mic around and face. Okay, good. Trust me, you don't want me too loud. My voice carries. I'm going to point it like this, though. So I'm like, my mouth is on it, like, and it's pointing towards all my stuff. Because I'm going to turn the camera around here. Okay, well, welcome. Welcome. Welcome, you guys. So, tonight, this is kind of a test video for me. Kind of taking a little turn down a little side road of material, of topics, or material, or whatever you want to call it. Because usually I do music or I do beauty related. Today I was when I wanted to try a little artsy craftsy, a little, what did I call this? artsy, craftsy, sparkly, tingly, sexy, a little bit sexy, a little bit comedy. Artsy, craftsy, sparkly, tingly is the name of the video. Because I know all my friends enjoy the crafts and the arts. And we're going to do a little bit of that. So here's why we're calling it a test video. I was thinking about this earlier, and I think that I started calling. I typically start with that. I say, oh, this is going to be a test tonight. Tonight I'm testing something out. I think that's become like a crutch for me to just say I'm not prepared, and I don't. I think that's why I say that. But it really is a test. So here's what we're testing out, Sailboat and Tracy. In a moment, I'm going to switch cameras. I'm going to switch to my nice DSLR camera over here. And I have it pointed to my coffee table. And on my coffee table, I have, in a very nice, orderly fashion, a bunch of my art supplies. Because I was going through my art supply crate, because that's how I have everything organized, just in one big crate. And I was like, this could be an idea for a video, because I like art, and I like crafting, and you guys do too. Some of you do. And we can do something with this. So that's what we're going to do. And I also just want to show you my stuff because it's fun to look at. Sometimes I just take my things out and I look at them. And I look at them, they're shiny, they're nice. And then I put them away. So I'm sure there's like one or two of you that'll enjoy that. So that's what we're going to do. So here we go. We're going to change cameras now. Check this shit out. Ready? We're going to go here. This is so pro. Wait till you see this. Ready? Boom! Look at that, you guys. Look at how nice. Doesn't that look nice? Look at how nice everything's lined up. Come on, give me a thumbsies upskis if you think my table's organized. This is a pee-pee pad. This is like what Ruby goes pee-pee on. But just a little hack for you. These make great things to put on your table or wherever you're doing your crafting, because they absorb anything that, you know, if it absorbs pee-pee, it's going to absorb paint and it's going to absorb glue and any of the other things you might need to catch. Okay, so that's what that is. So I don't even know if I'm going to make anything tonight. I was just going to show you some things, and I was going to make some nice relaxing ASMR style noises into the microphone, because I know a lot of you enjoy that. Not the gross kind, not the mouth sound kind, because whoever started doing that ruined ASMR for everybody. I was thinking we could take a little detour and talk about ASMR for a moment, because I have been wanting to give a little story time about that and my thoughts on it and what I know about it. So I think we'll do that right now. Why not, right? So ASMR stands for Autosensory Meridian Response. And believe it or not, it was actually a term made up by, I think, like either a psychologist or a YouTuber. But it's a new term, and it probably someone invented it. I think it was like 2009-ish, 2008 maybe. And someone came up with that term. Don't quote me on that, but it was around then. And it's so funny because I, along with a lot of other people here, I'll turn the mic towards my mouth to be a little better, I think. I, along with several other people in the world, have always had these experiences. Most people, when they were young, when they were a child, of certain situations, a lot of them in school. That was like a big thing people had in common, where there'd be like a situation where it would just be an incredibly relaxing time, where you just kind of veg out and you just get into this zone, you know, with your eyes kind of half closed, and it's just the ultimate relaxation. And a lot of people call them brain tingles, because it quite literally feels like that. It's like a little bit of tingle in your brain. It has somewhere at some point over the years, it seems to have veered off into like a sexual thing. It's not at all, though. At least that's not what it originally was. It's all about relaxation. And there's people have certain triggers. And we're not going to talk about the gross ones. We're going to talk about the ones I liked and that I know a lot of other people like, which are the ones from our childhood, like the schoolwork ones, the ones of other students in the classroom quietly typing on their computer or rummaging through their pencil case. I would love anyone. Hey, Ima, we're talking about ASMR, but not the gross kind. We're talking about the good kind. So if anyone that's coming in the chat wants to share with me any particular ASMR triggers that they remember from their childhood or now, whenever, let me know. But mine were, and the ones I remember from when I was a kid, were other students going through their pencil pouches in a quiet classroom and just kind of rummaging through those, which sounded like this. These are my paintbrushes, but it would be very similar to this. We're going to practice. So I remember when I was a kid always hearing these noises in these certain situations and feeling just totally zenned out. And so this was one of them for me. Pages turning are, yep, pages turning was a big one for me. We'll do that one in a minute. But yeah, so this was one of the big ones for me. It was the pencil pouch one. And then, yeah, anything that had to do with study hall, I would like look forward to study hall when, and it was never me. It had to be someone else. It had to be either the teacher or one of the students, one of the other students. I don't know if you just heard my dog just hack up a loogie, but that is not an ASMR friendly noise. Thank you very much. So see, this, for example, this would be one of Ima's triggers. Shh, Ruby, shut up. We're doing ASMR, shush. Well, there's something scientific to that, I guess. It apparently doesn't work if you try to do it for yourself. Like if I sat here and quietly turned pages, I would not get my ASMR tingles. It has to be someone else doing it. These pages aren't particularly pagey sounding, but... Yes, actually, so yeah, in the library, I got them a lot in the library too. When I'd hear the librarian like open the book, she'd open to the first page, she'd get a little stamp thing, and she'd be like, beep, bink. And I'd be like, oh, I'm so relaxed right now. Another big one for me, and this is my biggest one. My biggest one has been my whole life. And I always thought I was a weirdo until I discovered ASMR videos on YouTube back in 2010. I actually remember the year I discovered them because it was like life-changing, because it was like, oh my God, there's other people like me that are weirdos. Going to the eye doctor. Anyone else going to the eye doctor? Going to the eye doctor sent me in another world of relaxing bliss, but not in a weird way, not in a sketchy way, in a completely innocent way, just a very relaxing way. And it's so crazy because one of the most popular or most common types of videos I would find on YouTube would be going to the eye doctor role play ASMR videos. I'm like, no way. And I think I watched every single one that existed at the time. And I thought it was really funny to realize that was a big one for people. See, you too. And I realized it was because of the sound of, like, for me, my eye doctor, who I had my whole life, number one, he already embodied ASMR because he was very, very soft-spoken. He always entered the room and was like, hi, Nicole. Like, you could barely hear him talking. So already he like points, you know? And there was always something about how he turned the light off, but there would still be the light from the hallway. So it would just be dim in the room. And, you know, he would put on the screen the letters that you read, and then you look through the lens, and then it's that clicking noise when he's holding the thing, and he goes, okay, how's this? And then he goes, click, click. Is this any better? Or click, click. Is this? And I'd be like, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. I fell asleep. So I thought that was really interesting when I found out that that was like a thing for people, was eye doctor appointments were like super relaxing. So, but going back to objects, for me, along with the pencil pouches, another big one for me is nail polish bottles. And I remember like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, there was this one video this girl put out. It was horrible quality. It was just like a crappy camera. Didn't matter. She just had her camera sitting on her table, and she just took out all her nail polishes and she just lined them up on the table. And I swear, I listened to that video every night to go to sleep. Every single night. Hey, Noodle, you inspired me earlier when you were doing your little buttons in your hand. I was like, because I've been wanting to do a video like that for a while now, and I heard you clicking and clacking your buttons, and I was like, there's no better time. So, yeah, she took all her nail polishes out, and she just lined them up on the table, and I think I fell asleep to that video every night for like over a year, and it was this sound. It was like, it was just like the clacking together of the bottles. That just tingled me all overs. Well, that's what we're trying out tonight, is we're trying out to see if like it's like a thing, like people actually watch. I figured I'd combine, see, we're testing out two things tonight, just to review, because there's a couple more people present. We're testing out if you guys are weirdos like myself and enjoy just listening to ASMR noises, and or you enjoy looking at other people's crap, specifically arts and crafts stuff, sparkly things, and then maybe even we could even make some things together too. I don't know. Let's just see where the night leads us. I might not make it to making anything today, but I wanted to show you what I enjoy making, and I'm all about feedback tonight, to be honest, is if you could give me feedback so I can do some other things aside boring you with my songs every time. It's like, oh, I guess I'll sing again. I'd like to do some other things besides that. So anyways, let's take a looky-loo. Let's take a looky-loo at some of my things here and make some more noise, some noisy noise. Should we look at, well, I'm going to explain, like, don't expect to fall asleep to this video, by the way, because it's not going to be like legit ASMR. I'm going to be talking and being obnoxious like I usually do, so. But I was like, what out of my craft stuff makes the best noise? And I was like, these do. So one of the things I like to make is jewelry, although not like Noodle Mash. She knows how to make jewelry. I know how to make like elementary school jewelry, but it's fun nonetheless, okay? So I do too, Sailboat. Looking through people's purses is a good time. That was a really, I don't know if you remember, but that was a really big tag back when the beauty community just kind of popped up at first. They would do all these tags, and what's in my first videos was like the #1 popular video. Anyways, let's see what's in my bead containers, right? What's in my bead containers? So these beads, I've gotten all of these at either Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and they're all glass beads. And I'll show you some of my favorites, only because they make the best noises ever. So this one is the most unorganized. Oh, the other thing we're testing out tonight is how well I do keeping things in focus with my camera. So far, so good, right? I mean, it looks focused. So we're gonna look at some bling now. Let's see how many I get that I spill on the floor. Let's do like a game. We'll do it like a game. To be honest with you, when you're looking at things that are sparkly, I think it's better to be a little bit out of focus like this, because that's the money shot right there. You see that? Look at this. So These beads are, oh yeah, I can actually, let me point the camera down a little bit more. I forgot I could do that. Hopefully that's bright enough. There we go. Look how pretty these are. So these are all my little tiny ones. And these are all glass. So this is what I like to call this sparkle porn. I have a few of these videos on my TikTok where I just show sparkly things in my palm. Like that. And people watch that shit. Oh, you like my black pencil case? Oh, this one? It's actually an eyeliner pencil case, but I use it for my brushes. So yeah, so these are some of my beads. These aren't the ones that are good noise. These are the ones. We'll get to those in a moment. I can't tell you how many of these I vacuum up every day on the floor, because I literally, I'll just open these up and just play with them, and then I'll drop a few and then I'll vacuum them. But look how pretty these are. Specifically the ones I'm talking about are these big ones here. Aren't those, oops, see, told you. I'll pick that one up though. Aren't those pretty? They're like purple and blue iridescent glass bead. So let's see if this sounds nice in your ears. Ready? Let's bring the mic over. Hey Beetle, we're doing some artsy craftsy sparkly tinglies tonight, okay? Let's see. Let's get the camera angle right. And the mic. Okay, tell me if the sound is good for this, because I have the mic pointing down to the things. Can you hear that? Ooh, this one's pretty. Look at. That one's really pretty. I know you can't really see it, but trust me, it's pretty. Ooh. I like this color blue. Sailboat, me too. I love the sound of a snapping container. Let's look at some of these. These are some of my favorite ones. So these remind me of like a chandelier from my grandmother's house. For some reason, that's what I think of when I look at this particular glass bead. It does look like something from an old chandelier, or like something shabby chic. I know YouTube is very oversaturated with these types of videos, but they don't have any with me doing it. I really love these. I gotta make a pair of earrings with these. I haven't used these yet. They're really extra blingy in person. You actually see, you can see the bling pretty good in the video. Look at these ones. These are super bouge. If you could see the pattern on these, well, probably can't, but there's a there's a etched pattern on these, like diamond shaped pattern. Maybe if I hold it real still, you might be able to see it. Well, sailboat, I agree. I agree on that. It does make me have to go potty, but you just go potty before, and then you listen. I like a trickling water hose is what I like for that. Or like those little water fountains they have in spas in the waiting room. And then I'll show you my favorite bead at the moment are, oh, I guess you have to have these right perfectly to fit. Let's see. Oh, I get that to snap before. Oh, well, it's not closing now. I'll put a couple over here. Oh, let's look at these orange ones since I have it open. Oh, these are pretty. Look at those. Go pretty. You see the orange? Oh, oopsies. Okay, now I'll show you my favorite one. Look at these. These are gorgeous. Look at how blingy those are. They're like this kind of a shape. And the hole goes through the side, so when you use them, they hang like this. Let's do some sparkle porn for that shot right there. Aren't those pretty? Look, you guys, look. Look at it. Look at it. I can do pre-recorded videos for sure. The reason why I haven't yet is because I wanted to try them out first. And you know, that's the thing. It's funny because back in 2007, when I had my first channel, it was the stupidest channel ever. All I did was review Lush products. And I think I got like 10 videos in and I ran out of products to review. I just kind of stopped making them. But there was something about doing pre-recorded videos that there was like a lot of pressure, because once you recorded it, I'd start editing it, and then I'd get like really picky. I'd want to like edit out every time I said which I said a lot. Right there. Just did it again. But yeah, there was just like, it was very time consuming to make pre-recorded, so I lost the motivation to do it. And then when they invented lives, I never actually thought to even do one until I met you guys last year, and I was like, oh my god, you could actually meet people doing these too, and that's great. So that's why I was like, let's just jump right in and just go live. We'll touch some things, we'll sing some songs, and then maybe I'll get back into the pre-recorded ones at some point. But I think you're right, Ima, with the ASMR ones, those probably would be a lot easier because I wouldn't be talking. So I wouldn't have to edit out anytime I said We'll try one out. I can take a hint. You're like, you should do a pre-recorded one, so you shut up. Maybe if you just shut up, you'd be good at it. I hear ya. Oops. Let's see what you guys say. I think the words will be fine in the right sound, voice and noises. Sound. Yeah, that's what I was like. I could do like the not talking ones. I don't think you sound like you have false teeth when you talk, Sailboat. Who the hell? Who said that? That's not nice. loving the feedback, by the way. Keep it coming, please. I'm just making sure I didn't miss any messages. Okay, let me show you some other funsy thingsies. Okay, well, we already looked at enough beads, right? Those are beads. Those are more beads. Look at these beads. Whoa, so sparkly. So let me show you some things that I like to make. One of the crafty things I like to do, I don't know if you call this crafty, but I love to do nail art. In fact, I was debating, like, should I do nail art video tonight or should I do this? I'm glad I decided to do this, though, but I'm obsessed with Swarovski crystals, and I got a crap ton of them. These are only a few of them, but I love to do nail art with these, and I love the smaller the better. In fact, we're moving into the sparkle porn part of the video, okay? We're moving into the best part. This is the best part of this video today. This is going to be completely self-indulgent for myself, but I'm sure there's a few of you out there that enjoy the sparkle porn as well. So, and we're also testing out my camera angle skills here. All right, check this out. What you see here is my Swarovski crystal selection. Okay. Look, you guys, look. This is more visual. This is not going to be much noise, but we're going to get some nice blurry shots of my crystals. This is another thing that I drop on the floor all day, and I pick them up all day with the vacuum. But look how tiny. Some of these are so tiny. They're all different sizes, but I have every color they make pretty much. So what I use these for is nail art, like I said. I love to do Swarovski crystal designs on my nails. Look at this one. Look how tiny. Look how tiny these are. Do you see? Look. So cute, right? From as long as I can remember, since I was little, I mean, literally my whole life, you could say, I've been obsessed with anything that sparkles. I don't have to wear it, just as long as I can look at it. And the number one thing for me has always been like anything that has this type of a crystal on it. And I'll just stare at it, and I twirl it in the light like this. And I don't know, it's just so mesmerizing to me. And I know I'm not the only one that's like that. I know that's a big thing for a lot of people, but for me, it's such a part of my personality and such a part of who I am that my whole life, everyone's always had a nickname for me that had to do with sparkle. Like in college, my friends all called me Gigi, which was short for glitter girl. My roommate came up with that, and it stuck so hard that literally like lower classmen would come in and they wouldn't even know what my real name was. They thought my real name was Gigi because that's what everybody called me in college. And then after college, when I worked the restaurant that I worked at for over 10 years, my nickname there was Sparkles, which got shortened to Sparks, which got changed to Spax. So it was Spahks. And that's what everybody called me there too. Even our regulars called me Spax. They'd come and they'd be like, "Hey Spax, hey Spax," and I'd be like, "What? I'm busy. What?" So everybody that knows me knows I love anything that shines, and this is like I will do this all day, every day if I could. Anyway, so what I use these for besides nail art. Let me get back to what I was saying. Is I use these to make. I've gotten into making jewelry with resin for like, I'd say I've been into that maybe the past year. I got into that like over COVID. And I love making earrings with resin. Specifically, I like to leave it just clear, and then I'll use Swarovski crystals on the earring, and it looks beautiful. It looks really bouge. I probably have a pair in one of these tubs I could show you that I made. So I use them for that. Mostly that's what I use them for is nail art and jewelry. I'm probably forgetting something. At one point, I tried bedazzling things like phone cases and stuff. That takes way too long. Forget it. I don't know how those people, you know, those people that have their own little business and they'll bedazzle like Nikes, and you send them stuff like your guitar and they'll cover it in Swarovski crystals. I don't know how the hell they have time to do that. Like, it takes so long to do it. I don't know how they do it. I'd never have the patience. Oh, look at in here. These ones in here are extra pretty. These I got I bought these ones specifically to use for nail art, but I actually really like using these for jewelry as well. And they're in here. Let me show you. They're these let me turn them right side up because it's the only way to look at them. Come on, one more. See, they're like a I don't know what you call that shape. Look, teardrop shape, I guess. So these are specifically made for nail art, but they look really beautiful when I make earrings. Like I'll put one that's shaped like this. How come that's not in focus? Hold on. This I do want in focus. Like I'll put one shaped like that, and then I'll put around it the little round ones. Or just, you know, whatever. I'll come up with a shape, a design, or I'll go online for inspo. There's all kinds of pretty Instagram accounts that have all kinds of like nail art designs that I'll actually use and put on earrings, and they look really pretty. So I love those. I love those so much. Do they make nice noise? Do these make nice noise? Aurora Borealis ones are the sparkliest for sure. I got the containers at Hobby Lobby. Michael's has, I don't think they have these containers, but they have flat back crystals. They're not Swarovski. You can't actually get Swarovski in stores anymore, but what they do have is, well, I told you on our call earlier, they have a really good alternative at Michael's. They come in little glass jars, and they're just as sparkly as the Swarovski. In fact, I could show you which ones. I remember which ones I got at Michael's because I put them in. Yeah, these. The ones that have the white on the background, on the backing. Any of the ones that are white on the back, I've gotten at Michael's, and they're the new Michael's brand. But they're glass crystals. They're made the same way as Swarovski. And look, I mean, they're pretty damn sparkly, if you ask me. I know it's very blurry, but just trust me. You can go see them in person at Michael's, and they're very beautiful. They have all different colors. They're just packaged differently, and they don't have the shapes, though. They just have the round, flat back ones. Look at these. These ones I got at Michael's, too. Look at these. Oh, my God. Look at these. Look. They're like purple and blue. Look, you guys. Look how beautiful. Sparkle porn, sparkle porn. I'm sorry I'm weird. I could look at that all night. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I've probably vacuumed up about a bedazzled cell phone's worth of these over the years. Probably more. These are kind of Aurora Borealis-y, but they're also purple. They're like a cross between the two. Look. Oops, where's the camera? I don't know if it's catching that, but they're like purple, but they're they shift to gold. I don't know. They're just so pretty. They're I don't know which one's my favorite. They're all my favorite. Beetle. These are the ones you're talking about. Aurora Borealis. They're like rainbow. Those are the ones that they always recommend if you want something with maximum bling. You want the AB crystals. So yeah, I have a few of those. Look how many I have. I told you they're my favorite. And then look at, I have these ones for my nails. They're like the extra tiny ones. Look. One of these containers has the really tiny ones. Oh, right here. These two. Look at how small these are. These are called, if you wanted to know what size these were, like if you were to order these online, these are the SS3s and the SS4s, which are like the smallest ones they make. I'll show you them out. Open them. These are SS3s. Those are perfect for nails. They're so small, see? I love them. This particular color is called Volcano something. I know that. I remember that. It's like the pink and yellow. Shift. Okay. Have we had enough? Have we had enough of the bling? What are we talking about? Did you guys all leave? Oh, Bulldog Mama, hi! You think my nails look gorgeous? I put one coat of polish on real fast before I started this and pretty much smudged all of them, but thank you. Because I wasn't sure. I was like, am I going to do nail art tonight or am I going to do crafts? What am I going to do? Let me get ready just in case. I'm just scanning up here so because I know I missed a bunch of comments. I'm really bad at watching comments. Oh, Beetle Maniacs is my favorite pair of reading glasses were Swarovski crystals. I have made a pair of those. Those were easy to make. If you buy like a real cheap pair from the drugstore, and you buy like the SS20 size, which would be like this size, these ones right here. If you could see, these brown ones are SS20 or SS22. Those are really easy to put on glasses because you just on the side, you could do like 2 rows of them, nice and neat. And if you use a crystal katana, it goes really fast. And I made a pair for my mom. I think I put them in her stocking for Christmas. And I was like, damn, I could start a side business doing that. But I know there's people that will literally do an entire pair of shoes. They'll do your guitar. Like I've seen people that do instruments, and it just must take so much time. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I bet I got all you beat on the flat back crystals, right? Who's jealous? Who's jealous? Don't be jealous. That's all I have. This is all I have in life are my crystals. So let me show you some more fun things that make noise. This bag has fun things that make noise in it. There's a treasure trove of noise in here. Oh yeah, I was looking at comments. Michaels competes with Hobby Lobby. Michaels and Hobby Lobby, yes, they compete. However, Hobby Lobby wins any day of the week. Especially when it comes to jewelry stuff and crystals. I mean everything. They have a way better selection. Then again, there are things at Michael's that I can't find anywhere else. So let's see. Scrolling through here. I love something like that. Weekly worth anything. I thought I learned. Yeah, Sailboat, you can use them for nails and for crafts. You sure can. You can use them for whatever. I would get the teeny tiny readers and look so, yeah. Yeah, you just get an E6000 and you can bedazzle your glasses. The organizers that you were asking about, the ones I got at Hobby Lobby are really cheap there. They're like $1.60. But yes, I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. Pill cases work good too if you need something to keep your crystals in. I can tell my meds by the sounds when I shake them. Oh, that's funny. I probably could too. Okay. And I'll show you what I have in here. So in here I keep all my crystal things, my crystals that are very pretty and make nice noises. Let's take a look. I haven't used them that much yet. I recently got into wire wrapping, maybe like 4 months ago, 3 months ago. No, like over the winter. And I'll tell you what, I'm certainly good at getting supplies for things. Not so good at actually starting the projects. I'll just say that. But I have everything I need. So check these out. These are really cool. These everything in here I got at Hobby Lobby, by the way. And these are beautiful, and they have everything has the holes drilled into them already for jewelry making needs. Look how pretty these are. This one just has a little crack open right there with some bling. But some of these are cut really nice. Like this one would make a really cool piece of something. It's got the holes right there. Let's see. These are relaxing. I do like planners. I love all the things that you use inside of them, like stickers, like all these types of things. I like planners so you could put, so you can decorate them. But then I don't actually use them to plan. That's the only problem. So tell me if this is a nice ASMR noise. I'll keep this on my list of relaxing sounds. Oh, okay, I'm at Clover. I'll talk louder. We're gonna listen to the noise though. Is my mic still working, or did I just maybe I started mumbling and that's why I got quiet? Okay. It's because I turned the mic away from my mouth because I was pointing it towards the clickety clacky sounds. Ooh, look at these. Look at those. Oops, that one's on the floor. Look. I'm gonna make some jewelry with those. Let's listen. Let's take a listen. Bulldog Mama, are you talking about the blue rock? I haven't made anything with that yet, so I have nothing to show. Like I said, I buy a lot of this. I'm really good at buying the supplies, not so good at making things with them. But I'm going to get there. We're going to make something together one night. Probably not tonight, but soon. Maybe my next video I'll make something. Tonight we're just like trying. We're just touching things. We're touching it. And then we'll make something at another time. those are the crystals. I have them in pink and purple. And once I practice enough making jewelry out of these, then I'll videotape myself doing it. But I need Noodle Mash to teach me how to make something interesting with these. Oh, this was my first attempt at a Tree of Life pendant. Look, it looks like a garbage compared to other people. It looks like a child made it. Hold on. Oh, I already broke it too. Look at how that's garbage. But I was so proud of myself because I hammered it. Like, I hammered it on my, with the hammer thing you hammer metal with. And I was like, whoa, look at this. But then I got tired and I didn't want to put the beads on because it was like, I kept dropping them. So, first attempt though. Whatever. It was my first attempt, okay? I should throw it away. Okay, let's listen to these. These are like seashells, I guess. I know, it's kind of garbage though. It was my first try. I followed a tutorial. I don't know what I'm going to use these for yet, but they looked cool. And they have the hole in them too. So I'll save some of those for next time to roll around in my hand. But here, let me show you these just at the bottom. These are my favorite ones. These are like the big jumbo pink ones. And in fact, these I will actually, the purpose of these is to use in, I'm really into geode art, which is the next thing I'm going to show you that I like to make. And I was watching a tutorial online and a lady used these crystals, these types of crystals, and actually had them sticking out of the painting, like up. So it was like really, it gave it like a lot of dimension. So I got some of those, just a few of them to try in my next painting to use those to make it like really, really 3D. Thought that would be cool. These already have the hooks on them. These are ready to go. For fun. Yes, do what Sailboat said, please, and hit the like. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for letting them know. So the next thing I want to do, if I was to do an art project on, on camera, I want to do either, and let's take a vote. I either want to do, I know, right? Isn't that funny, Beetle? How like there are literally videos that go viral, like millions of views of just people rolling shit around their hands. I know. I'm thinking like, yeah, I think that might be the way to go, huh? No, I am going to do that. But here, let me show you. If you're not familiar with, now I'm going to, the ASMR portion of this video is over for now. At least for now, because I want to show you some pictures. So this type of artwork I'm really into lately. And I've practiced a few times. I've made a few on like smaller canvases. And it's remarkably easy. Let me show you the picture, and you're going to be like, wowzers. But they're not as hard as they seem to be. Like, they look like they'd be really hard to make, but they're not that hard. Raise your hand if you are familiar with geode resin art. Raise your hand while I pull up the share screen feature here. I'll pull up some pictures of some beautiful artists. These things go for like a lot of money too, which is crazy to me because I'm like, dude, you can make them yourself. I should have had this ready before I started. Sorry, hold on, please. Images. Okay. All right. Anybody? Hey, Alex, how you doing? So, doesn't look like anybody raised their hand, so you may not be familiar with geode resin art. So let me share it with you what it looks like. Here we go. Share screen, Chromie Tabby, geode resin. Yep, that one. Okay, here we go. We're gonna share. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So people use canvas, and you see these pictures, and like if you ever look at videos or pictures of like really beautiful homes, like celebrity homes and stuff, they always have these on their walls. It's like a really popular type of artwork. Let me show you one that's like on a wall. See how they look? Oh, here's a good picture. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay. So, where are you? Okay, here's StreamYard. Oh, whoopsies, I opened the wrong screen. Hold on. See, I'm just learning how to do this. So let me see. Stop screen. Let me share the new screen I opened, because I opened one close up picture. Share screen. Chrome tab. There. Okay, here we go. Okay, you can see it now, I think. Yeah. So if you look, when you look zoomed in, you could see it's really shiny. And that's because it's resin. So, but what's really cool about them is all these areas here in the corner and like down here and in this gold area, it's lumpy and textured and three-dimensional. And that's because you incorporate glass chips or rocks, or I'm actually going to show you what I have to use, and you add that into the resin, so it literally mimics a rock formation, like a geode, or like what the hell are they called, those slices, agate, I think. Let's look at some other pictures, because there's some really beautiful artists, like they're really good at what they do. Let me see. I keep having to go here to see what you're looking at. Okay, I stopped sharing. Oopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Let me pull up one more picture of like a really stunning looking one. They're all stunning, but like the bigger the better. Like some people make them so huge, they probably weigh a ton on the wall. This is a really cool way to do it. Is they'll make two of them, and when you hang them on your wall, you hang them next to each other. Those kinds of pictures that they match up together. Let me see. Oh, I know what I want to show you next. There's instead of making them on a square canvas, some people will actually make a mold of like a more, here, this one, for example. They'll make the mold look like an actual geode. Just one second. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. See this one down here? See how it's shaped like whoop, whoop, whoop? That's actually a table. This person made it into a table, which is really cool, but this is just to show you the shape. And in fact, down here, this woman's holding one, same shape that I was telling you about. I have a very small mold, just like this. It's to make coasters, but that's what I use to practice, because it's, you don't waste a lot of material when you use it. But yeah, like people make clocks, all kinds of things. But what's really cool is how it has the three-dimensional. That's what makes them really interesting. You don't have to do that, but it's neat to do it. See? This one has the actual crystals stuck in there. That's a coffee table. Badass, right? Isn't it pretty? Look at this green one. Ooh, ooh. There's something really calming about looking at those. So they're not that hard to make. So the way you make it, and this is what's fun about it. Oh, here, I could actually, let me bring myself back to this. You can look at me for a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I don't remember how to switch the camera. Camera. Oops. On my back? Oh no, what did I do? Oh, there I am. Hi. Okay. Okay. I'm back on the screen, right? Yeah, so the way they make them is they take, so you get resin, right? You get like, you can use UV resin to make jewelry because it's like, it's expensive and it comes in only small bottles. But if you don't have patience, you can use the UV resin. You just use a UV light and it takes like 2 minutes. That's for jewelry. But to make those big canvases or any of that kind of artwork or the coasters or anything, you just use 2-part resin. And it just takes like 24 hours to dry. But what you do is you get like little cups, and the possibilities are endless. Like you can use actual paint, you could use pigment powders, you use glitter, you can use anything you want to mix into them to get all those different colors and finishes. So like I have, for example, I have a makeup bag over here that has all kinds of pigments in it that you stir a scoop in with some resin, and that'll give you like a pearlized color blue. And then you just take it and you put it in the wavy shape you want it for your geode. And then you just keep lining up the different ones. Like then maybe you do like a creamy white, and that would be the next one. Just like in a rock, how there's like the stripes, And then you would add like a line of this stuff. And this is what I want to show you, like hold on, let me grab it. The stuff that makes it all texturized. Oh, let me switch cameras so you can see it better. Hold on. Camera. Sony camera. Sony camera any minute now. Did it come back? Oh, it's because I saw the camera off. There it is. Okay. So look, so this is what you can use. This is what I was talking about when I said endless possibilities. Check this shit out. Let me make some room. This is my UV light. Ooh. Let's look for stains. Okay. Okay, you see this stuff? So this is what I was talking about when you're making the geode art. You can get these in the craft store, buy like the dried flowers. They're like, they're the filler. They're meant to be used for floral arranging, but it's what you use for these paintings too. So I have them in a variety of colors. Michael's I don't know if Michael's is still having their clearance sale, but they recently were having a big clearance sale, and I got this bag for 75% off. It was like $1 something. This is exactly the stuff I'm talking about. Like it looks like crushed glass and crushed rocks, see? So when you sprinkle that on the painting with the resin, it makes a really cool effect. But yeah, so see? See, this is what was in those paintings. Looks like broken glass. It essentially is broken glass. And it's really, really, really neat. It's just like one of those things that's different. Like you wouldn't think to put this in a painting. I mean, well, I wouldn't at least. But it's what makes that look so authentic and, rocky. These ones are really pretty too. This blue color is nice. So yeah, so you would do those, and then like I have all these glitters here. Look, you guys, I have glitter for days. So like I've been wanting to make one for my bathroom that is like this color and a like a gold and a white and like that combination on a canvas. So maybe I'll make that one. Maybe I'll film myself making it. That'd be fun, right? To watch me do that and swear up and down because I'll be like, no, that's not where I wanted to put that. That'd be fun, right? Oh, and then like, for example, these are the pigments I was talking about. These are all sample sizes. Believe it or not, these sample sizes are like plenty, like enough for plenty of uses. So they're all covered in blue because I think one of my blue ones opened somewhere in here. But these are cosmetic grade, which I got years ago for cosmetics use, but now I'm going to use them for my resin because that's exactly what they're used for as well. See, I got all over my hands, but, well, that's a good close-up. You could see what I mean. It's like shimmery and pearlescent. So you would mix that into the resin, and that's what it would look like. I definitely have to clean this bag out, though, because everything in here is blue. I don't know when that happened. Some of these even have glitter in them already. Even things like this, hold on, I gotta wipe my hands. Even things like this from like old cosmetics. I did a good job wiping my hands. This is by NYX. This is just a glitter for your face and body. I'm too old to wear this stuff on my face now, you know, at least. I mean, I'm not, you know what I mean. You're never too old, but it's just not my style anymore. But I certainly can use it for the resin art. I use these for the jewelry too, but see? This is the perfect kind of thing to mix into a resin to make something really beautiful. So that's what I repurposed it for. So I went through all my makeup and I put all my glitters into my craft bin because, you know, there's a time and a place for glittery eyes, and I'm just not into the club scene anymore. Just not like I used to be. So what do you think? Would anybody watch that if I like did an art project? If I did some resin art? Oh, and let me show you my coaster molds. The other thing I was telling you about. So I have actually succeeded in making these. I succeeded in making these so much so that I actually gave them as gifts. But this is like another really popular and trendy craft, which is making coasters. There's a great channel on here. It's called Leah Designs. I mean, there's actually a bunch of great channels, but I really like Leah and the way she explains things. And she makes a lot of beautiful sparkly coasters. And see, like these are the geode molds I was telling you about. Like if you wanted to make geode coasters, that's what these are for. And there's another one. But then I also have just like regular round coasters or square coasters. And I have a lot of washi tape too because Leah Designs actually taught me a trick with washi tape. With some sliced up stuff. This is for jewelry. Oops. But she has a bunch of videos where she makes coasters and cheese boards and a bunch of other things, but she uses washi tape as part of the design, and it's really cool because, again, I would have never thought to use this as like something to incorporate in jewelry or coasters of anything, but it is. It's like a pattern that you put, like you can map out a design. One that she has like you know, it's like glittery and sparkly and pretty, but then she has these little areas that are striped like this, and then she has washi tape, and then the resin's poured over it, so it looks like it's just like, how did she get that pattern in there? It's washi tape. That's how she got it in. And even like I've seen her make bangle bracelets where she's used washi tape to make the bangle. Because again, you'd be like, how is there a pattern? Like, it doesn't look painted. What is it? It's washi tape. So that's why I have a lot of washi tape. I of course have the music note washi tape. Of course. I got all of these at Michael's on sale. Is it really really pretty one here with constellations on it. Here it is. I want to make, oops, it's on the floor now. I want to make some jewelry with those because that came in a set of 4. They were all like galaxy kind of. See? Oh, look, piano. I play piano. Look. Isn't that fun? Look how pretty. Look at this one. Look how nice. So yeah, I just wanted to show you some of my shit. And I wanted some feedback on if you would actually tune in if I tried to make something artsy. It sounds like a couple of you actually would like that. And that's all that matters to me. I already know I will, as long as we're waiting. Well, I'm getting better. Did you happen to notice I came on here before the sun started to rise? That was better. You know why? Because I just said, let's just start. Let's just do it now. Usually I end up like spending way too much time like getting ready and getting things set up. In this case, I had everything set up from last night because I was going to do it last night. And then it got too late, so... Why do I need mods? Did I have did someone come in here advertising their adult sites? I want to know. I want to know who came in here that needed to have a mod take care of things. You want to be a mod, Sailboat? Is that your way of saying, please let me be a mod? I'll make you a mod. I just don't know how to do it from my laptop, so I'll do it later. No, but tell me if someone came in. I think she was just teasing. Oh, yeah, see? She was just joking. She was mocking me, Beetle Maniac. She was like, Nicole, you need mods because this live is so lit right now. It's like really hard to control the people in here. Because that's how many people are in here. I think that's what she meant. I think she was mocking me. I'm just kidding. Let me see if I missed any comments here. She caught Nicole because my son got COVID, him and his sister. Oh, no. Wait, right now he has COVID? So that means you're going to get it, right? Didn't you already have it? I know, right? I need to slow down chat, you guys. How do I slow? I gotta slow it down to like a minute at least. Can't keep up. Sailboat is laughing. She's out on her porch smoking butts. Well, I hope that you don't catch it. But I hope your son feels better. He's sick now. Sorry about that. I hit buttons and things happen. See, Bulldog Mama will tune in too, so that's good. That I think at least 3 of you said you'll watch if I make something crafty. So we'll do that soon. I don't know when, but we'll do it soon, like within this next, like in the next week. Because I'll probably do a music stream again. The next one I'll do will be a music stream. I still haven't done a makeup tutorial yet. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because I've tried a couple times to work on my camera angles because I'm being really stubborn. Because here's the thing. I can do one perfectly fine with my iPhone camera. But I really want to be able to use my nice camera to do it. And the irony is, whenever I try to do it with my nice camera, I keep going out of focus. So it's like I should just make one with my phone. Nope, gotta use the camera. I paid a lot of money for this camera. I gotta use it. Nicole, I heard COVID and cut the live. Nicole heard COVID and cut the live, but yeah, he went to school for 2 days and cut it. Ugh, I didn't even know it was still a thing anymore, to be honest. Oh, here, I can bring myself back to the screen. And I didn't even know it was still a thing. I thought, are people still getting it? I don't watch the news enough. Were you sick too, Beetle? I'll be honest, I stopped wearing a mask when I went out because I thought it was done. I'll start wearing it then if it's still going around. I never caught it. I never got it. I barely leave the house though, so. Ugh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Yeah, so I guess that's what I heard too, was that it's not as, obviously it's not as bad, but still, I'm sure it still sucks to catch it. So I'd still rather err on the side of safety. I'll get my mask. I'll start bringing my mask back out. I didn't even see anybody wearing masks anymore. I was like, COVID is so done. Ugh. Well, I've just really lucked out then because I've been out there at the grocery store gallivanting, breathing everybody's air. Right, but still, don't want to catch it. Don't want to catch it at all. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up because I think I got through what I wanted to today. I'm looking at my table of things. I made some nice noises for you. Ima enjoyed it a lot. She fell asleep. I talked about some projects I might want to do, and I asked you if you'd like to see them, and you said yes! So that's what we're going to do. Anybody have any other feedback in terms of what you might like to see regarding the stuff I showed tonight? Let me know in the comment section. You know, like if you have any ideas of like arts and crafts stuff that you might be interested in watching, I will be happy to take your feedback because I tend to get stuck on ideas when it comes to like making my videos. Like I want them to be more interactive. They're usually just like sit there and listen to me sing and shut up. But it would be nice to do stuff that you actually enjoy. No, Alex, that wasn't the one you told me. It was the one from the movie. Or is that the one from the movie? I didn't listen to any songs you told me to listen to be honest. But I did still. Should we listen to it right now? Let's do that right now, because I will forget. But Alex, let me know if that was the one you were talking about from the Wild Things Are movie. Let me pull it up. Alex, I'm impressed you're still here. I was talking about arts and crafts. I thought you'd be like, bye. Whole time low. Oops. I already forgot what it was called. What's it called? Oh, okay. I didn't remember this one. I don't remember reading this one in the list then. Remembering Sunday. But I'm not surprised if I forgot because I have a terrible memory. Remembering, there it is. Okay. Let's take a little looky-loo, okay?
Started making his way past 2 in the morning. He hasn't been sober for days. Leaning now into the breeze, remembering Sunday. He falls to his knees. They had breakfast together, but 2 eggs don't last like the feeling of what he needs. Now this place seems familiar to him. She pulled on his hand with a devilish grin. She let him upstairs, she let him upstairs, left him dying to get in. Forgive me, I'm trying to find my calling, I'm calling at night. I don't mean to be a bother, but have you seen this girl? She's been running through my dreams, and it's driving me crazy, it seems. I'm gonna ask her to marry me. Even though she doesn't believe in love, he's determined to call her bluff. Who could deny these butterflies? They're filling his gut, waking the neighbors. Unfamiliar faces, he pleads, oh he tries, but he's only denied. Now he's dying to get inside. Forgive me, I'm trying to find my calling, I'm calling at night. I don't mean to be a bother, but have you seen?
Yo, can you hear that? I wasn't even sure if you guys could hear it. I recognize that band. I'm sure I know a bunch of their songs, to be honest, that unless they happen to sound like somebody I know. The guy's voice was really familiar. I will learn it, Alex. I liked it. It was nice. No. That doesn't sound right, but that's what it says. I gotta check that chord, but something like that. I'll learn it. I'll learn it. Do you play that? Do you play guitar, Alex? I don't think you told me that. Thank you, Bulldog. Bulldog Mama says I'm entertaining. Yes, please hit the like button. You can smash it, or you could just gently tap it, or you can sensually rub it. Just do something with it. I'm getting feedback, and I think it's because I'm in front of another amp that's on. You do play guitar. Oh my god! I don't think you told me that. Do you have a channel? Do you play guitar on your channel? Let me know if you do. S. Hockett, you missed my artsy, craftsy, sparkly, tingly. It's over. You'll have to rewind to hear me. I touched things. I tapped things and I rubbed them in my hand. And I went, I didn't do that at all. I didn't. I showed my art stuff. Oh, you just play games? You should play guitar. You should play guitar sometime on my panel if you want. Let me know and I'll bring you up and you can play us a song, okay? When I have a music stream. I don't actually really play guitar. I just kind of taught myself a little bit. I played bass, and the reason why learned playing bass was because when I play gigs with my guitarist Brian, we play jazz music together, and when he takes a solo, it's a lot harder for a solo guitarist to solo when he doesn't have his own bass player, because it's like he has to keep the groove going. So it's like he's trying to play solo and play like a walking bass line at the same time, and it's really hard for him to do that. And he can't just like be free and solo the way he wants to. So at one point, like 6 or 7 years ago, I was like, I'm gonna learn bass. So I did. That way when we play gigs together and I'm done singing this, like, you know, the form down, then I can be like, and he can be like, and then I come back in and I sing again. It works out well for the most part. I do sing by I learn songs by ear, but I was classically trained, so I'm better at reading sheet music. What S. Hockett, what is your daughter taking lessons for? You know I teach voice lessons online. You know that, right? You are pretty good at being a smartass. I'm a Clover, though, I must say. That is a very talent of yours. I love it. Oh, well, see, now I don't want to leave because S. Hockett's here now. You guys, I don't know if you've heard, but I've heard S. Hockett is a hell of a singer. Oh, okay, cool. I can't teach guitar lessons, so that'll be fun. Did you get her a guitar already? Did you get her an acoustic or an electric? Oh, actually, Alex, if you're still here, since you're a guitar player too, are you familiar, do you have an iPhone? And if you do, are you familiar with, oh, I'd be happy to. If she ever wants to take voice lessons for real, you should email me. My email's in my about section. I need to make a video. I need to make like an intro video, or what is it called? Yeah, like an intro to my channel video explaining that I have an online voice studio, because that's kind of the whole point of my channel, is to promote that. And I don't do a good job of promoting it. I usually forget to even mention it. But Alex, there's a great app called ToneBridge. It's for iOS. And basically you patch your guitar through, you have to get something called an iRig. This is what it looks like. And you can get the cheapest one I think is like $50. Something to put this is hooked up to my microphone right now, but you could put your guitar through it as well. There's a hole for that. Something that'll run it through to your laptop or your iPad, because to your laptop. To your iPhone or your iPad, because it's iOS. And basically it'll let you make your guitar sound like any other guitar that's ever been played on any other song. So like, if you want to sound like the guitar player from Pearl Jam, or the guitar player from the song 1979 by Smashing Pumpkins, like you could literally get that specific, like down to the song. You type in the song and it puts up a series of effects pedals so that your guitar sounds just like the guitar that played on that tune when it was originally recorded. It's amazing. It's so cool. I demonstrated it once a few months ago for the people that were here. I'll have to do another demo of that sometime, because it is really interesting, and I'm sure there's going to be other people that play guitar out there that don't know about it, because for some reason not a lot of people know about it. I don't know if they have it for Android. I know it's by the people that make Ultimate Guitar. Oh, you do have an iRig. So do you have Do you have Tone Ridge? Do you have the app Tone Ridge? If you don't, you have to download it right now. It's free. You mean, can you like plug it in so that when you sing into the mic, you sound like Whitney Houston when she recorded The Greatest Love of All? No, they don't have that yet. They don't have that yet. They got to make that. That'd be amazing, right? Oh, you don't have an iPhone? Shoot. I don't know if they have it for Android. It's the coolest thing ever. I'll demonstrate it on my next stream. Okay, good. All right. So he does have an iPhone. I'll demonstrate it on my next stream because I have to have my electric guitar plugged into the iRig, and right now it's not plugged into the iRig, and it'll like make a lot of noise, so I won't do it right now. You should. That's really funny that you asked that, because that's hysterical. That would be like the microphone equivalent to this thing I'm talking about. Like, you plug in Macy Gray, and you plug in Macy Gray into the mic effects, and you'd be like, I try to say goodbye and not choke. Like, that's what you sound like when you come out of the microphone. Or you could type in Shakira, and then you'd be like, I was talking about that earlier, S. Hockett, and the reason why I haven't done one is because I just haven't gotten my camera angles down right. I've been practicing, and I keep going out of focus, and we can't have that. What do you mean you were thinking USB mic? Okay, Alex, if you have an electric guitar and you have an iRig, like Dave, hook your guitar, hook it into your iPad, into Tone Ridge, and amazing things happen. I can do a couple impressions. I can do a couple. Just a couple. Socket needs it. Let me see. Let me put this down. I'll show you the app. I got so many apps. Half of them I don't know how to use. Oh, I might be able to hook it up. Hold on. Hold on, let me look. It looks like this, Alex. Oops, hold on. It's Tone Bridge. It's this one. Tone Bridge, whatever that says. Guitar effects. Tone Bridge guitar effects. With the little yellow pedal. And it's by the makers of Ultimate Guitar. Try it again. Maybe you typed in, I think I said Tone Ridge. I don't know. I might have said it wrong. But it's certainly there. It's like it's probably the coolest app I've ever downloaded for like music stuff, like effects. Well, as Hockett, can you give me an idea of something that you'd like tutorial on, and I'll make sure that'll be the first one that I do. Now that I know you want to see one, I will actually just do it, because I've been putting it off because I'm like, no one will come. Tone Bridge with a B. And yeah, TONEBRIDGE. Guitar effects. I was gonna see if I could plug it in real quick. If it'll take me more than 30 seconds, I won't do it, but because that's something I usually have prepared first, but I might be able to do it fast. Let's see. Because I happen to have 2 iRigs, so even though the other one's not is being used, I can try this one. For some reason, one of them never works really well. I think it's this one. Hold, please. Open. And then there's one other. There's one more cable I need. This one. Is it this one? No. I think I actually just hooked this up. I think. Maybe not. Wait a minute. I'm such an idiot. I meant to turn my amp on. It was already on, so I turned it off. I was like, why is there nothing coming out? Dummy. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, I can't hook it up now. I'll have to do it next time. I don't want to waste your time. I think the cord I just tried to use is not the right cord. Well, I know one of the cords that I use to hook up stuff is loose and doesn't work. I think that's why. Oh, good, you found it. Okay, cool. Well, then you can play around with it. I mean, obviously it's easy to use. Good night, Sailboat. Thank you for coming. I'm glad I came in here while you were still up. Shadow sticks and color correcting products. Why did you buy those? I don't use those. You didn't buy like green color corrector and stuff like that, did you? I could still go over. I'll still go over it for you. Sailboat. I mean, Hucket. I'm just giving you shit. But yeah, for sure. In fact, I just bought a bunch of new shadow sticks, so we can do that. See, now that I know you want to see that, I will make that happen. Well, Alex has got to go because now he's going to go play with his new app. But yeah, the best one here, I'll tell you my favorite one is the Nirvana one. You could save your favorites, so I have a whole list of my favorites. Hold on. Favorites. Lithium. Can you hear that? So you can preview the sound for each one, and then if you like it, just hook it up, and then when you play your guitar, it works even better with headphones. Your guitar will then sound like the guitar of that song. It's incredible. I mean, it's incredible. Another one that I love. Oh, look, isn't that funny? Alex, I have one of my favorite bookmarks is Death Cab for Cutie, I Will Follow You Into the Dark, the one that you suggested. There's a really good metal one I have saved. Where is it? I think it's like Metallica or something. I think it was. Yeah. I had my guitar sounding like this the other day. Like a rock star. Yeah, it's fun. It's like hours of fun. Because of course, once you start, you want to like try all of them. You want to like see what you sound like on each one. This is Snow Patrol. Yeah, and you can record with it too, Alex. You can use the effects to record. You know, you can record yourself in GarageBand using the sound effects. Yeah, it's just they just use different pedals to make you sound exactly like the artist for that song on that particular day. They recorded it. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, I could be here for hours clicking on all of them, so I'm gonna put that down. But anyway, all right, that's for another day. That's for a music day. So we'll do a music stream in a few days shortly. But thank you so much, you guys, for joining me tonight and letting me try out some new material, some new sexy crafty material. Love it. All right, guys. Have a good night, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. I would appreciate it. Oh, yes, I will do that right before I go. Pretty much, if they have the song in Ultimate Guitar, they have it in here. What was that band called again? All Time Low. They don't have that song, but they have every single other song that that band does. They have Good Times, Time Bomb, Dear Maria, Count Me In, Bail Me Out, Cinderblock Garden, Dancing with the Wolf, Don't You Go, Kids in the Dark, Old Scars, Something's Gotta Give, Edge of Tonight, Tidal Waves, Therapy, Break Your Little Heart. They have all of them. Except that one. Literally. Is there a different one you like? A different one you want to hear? Oh, here's Remembering Sunday. Is that what it was called? You said it was a day to remember. You gave me the wrong title, doofus. That's why. They have Remembering Sunday. There you go. Yeah. I knew they had every song ever. They've got it. Okie dokie. You sure you weren't thinking of your favorite movie, A Walk to Remember, with Mandy Moore? I think maybe that's what you got it confused with. Thank you, Ima. Thank you, S. Hockett. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everybody. Bulldog Llama, Beetle, Sailboat. Thank you for coming. If I missed a comment or a question, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at keeping up with that. I start talking and I don't look at things. Forgive me if I did. All right, talk to you guys later. Good night. Bye. Bye.